My name is Jenny Dawson and I am the founder of Rubies and the Rubble. Rubies and the Rubble is a food brand made from what would be discarded fruit and vegetables. Currently we have a range of chutneys and jams, but we're soon to look into different products, all with the same basis of using what would be discarded and making them into premium products. Before starting Rubies and the Rubble, which was post 2011, I was working in a hedge fund in Mayfair, having done a master's in mathematics. So it doesn't really sound like it was a normal transition into a food brand. But after two and a half years, I knew I didn't have a passion for finance. I was reading an article in a newspaper about food waste back in November 2010 and started making me realise how much we discard as a society. And there was a lot of figures around that we were wasting around a third of what the world produced, that 60% of that was avoidable. It just didn't make sense, and I wanted to make an iconic brand that really championed that. I read about 3 wholesale fruit and veg markets in London around from midnight till 6 AM. I decided to set my alarm clock for 4 AM and I cycled down to New Covent Garden Market in Battersea just to have a look at what the other world was doing of getting fresh fruit and veg to our doorstep, fresh for that day. And when I got there, I fell in love with it. It was so exciting with this buzz of life and traders selling things. 50 metres away was what wasn't being sold. And because it's a perishable product, if there isn't a buyer or supply and demand hasn't been matched, it's getting discarded. And that was the start of Rubies and the Rubble, really, wanting to create a product from things that our society see as surplus or waste. So the first place that we sold Rubies and the Rubble was at Bazaar Market in London Bridge. Bazaar Market's been an incredible place for us to meet chefs and different deli owners, and also to speak to people, to get our brand out there, to tell our story as well. From the back of some articles, waitress got in touch with us, and that really spun things on a bit more. It sort of grew from there. Sustainability is intrinsic to what we do at Rubies and the Rubble. Everything and the products that we make are from what would be discarded. It's generally more costly and more timely to do things sustainably. It's not the cheapest way of running a business, but at the same time, I wouldn't be making a food product if I didn't have the sustainable side. For me, it's almost more important our story and getting our message across rather than how many jam jars we sell.